What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today we are using Rayquaza once again with Tapu Koko, Incineroar, Ferrothorn, and Ditto. So, a few announcements. One is the QR code of the Zekrom and Reshiram team from the last team that we used is now on the QR code on the global link. So if you do want to try out that team, be sure to check it out. I'll leave the team down below, as well as the link to the QR code will be in every description of the Zekrom Reshiram videos. So yeah, second thing is, man, like, I don't know what's up with this webcam. You see, I actually was having a lot of webcam problems earlier. What happened was, like, for some reason in the middle of a video, like, it fogged up so much. Like, it was fogging up so much, like, you couldn't see anything. And I was, like, cleaning it, right? I was cleaning it during the video, and it just I couldn't do anything. It looked like the I don't know what it was, like the smudges were like on the inside, because they weren't coming off no matter how hard I was cleaning it. So yeah, so I was thinking of using my computer's webcam, and luckily we didn't have to. Thankfully we didn't have to, but yeah, that could have been really bad. I might have had to order a new webcam. That could have been problems, and I really don't like my laptop's built-in face cam. So yeah, I'm really glad that it ended up working, because for some reason 20 minutes after I clean it, it works, and it was like so bad. So during the middle of the video, yeah, it was just like I was trying to clean it, it just wasn't working. It fogged me up. I didn't like the quality of the video. I had to scrap it, which was sad because we actually had some really good battles. Like, I learned a lot in that video, and it's like, that's just so annoying that the webcam had to do it. But yeah, here we are. Luckily, it should be good. It looks like it's sparkling now. It's literally sparkling. I don't know why. It was like a delay. It's like 15 minutes ago, it was like terrible, and now it's like, wow, it looks brand new. That's how weird it is. I don't know why, but yeah, so we're going to continue on. We got a 1753 rated player from Japan to start things off with the team of Yveltals, Kyogre, Kartana, Amoonguss, Tapu Koko, and the Salazzle. So this is really interesting. Salazzle's pretty cool. Does get Fake Out, Taunt, Encore, Fast options. Tapu Koko seems pretty good in this matchup, and I will bring the Tapu Koko, and I think Tapu Koko Rayquaza seems like a good lead. I don't really see how my opponent really can punish that, so I will go Tapu Koko Rayquaza. Do I bring my own Kyogre? Because my own Kyogre does a lot of work here, if you think about it, with the Water Spout, because if it's not Scarf Kartana or Tapu Koko, Water Spout can obliterate a lot. I would assume from the sets would probably be like Focus Sash, Salazzle, Choice Scarf on one of the Kartana or Tapu Koko, maybe Assault Vest Tapu Koko, maybe it's like Life Orb. I could see Kartana maybe Choice Scarf or Assault Vest, or yeah, and Kyogre could be Choice Scarf, I guess, too. That's also a thing. This is a really tough one. I'm actually thinking of not bringing Kyogre here, which is really strange, but I think it works here because of the fact that I think it's just really good for me to have Ferrothorn and Incineroar in this matchup. Incineroar to slow down the Kartana as well as the Yveltal. I think Rayquaza is really good to lower the damage output of my opponent's team. We'll see how this goes, because maybe Incineroar was a better lead. Incineroar Tapu Koko, I could have seen that as well, but let's find out what my opponent leads here, because if it's like my opponent's Tapu Koko, I would like to Earth Power it. We're gonna see Salazzle Yveltal. Okay. Not sure what to say. I mean, I would assume the Yveltal could be like a Tailwind set. Like, I could definitely see it. I think it's gonna be a Tailwind here, and a Fake Out on a Tapu Koko. That's what I would do if I was my opponent. The reason is I can really see it being Tailwind. It works a lot. It works really well with Salazzle and Kyogre, so I kind of just want to go instant for the Tapu Koko and go for an aggressive read. And I guess just Earth Power the Salazzle, because getting rid of Salazzle is pretty nice for my Ferrothorn. Yeah, I think I'm going to make this play. It could be like a fake on the top of Coco and a knockoff slash foul play into my Incineroar, which would be, I mean, into my Rayquaza, which would be really bad. But let's find out what my opponent's going to do. I think he would fake out top of Coco, break his potential sash, get Tailwind up so he can Sludge Bomb later in the game, and that's if you have Tailwind. We don't know if it has Tailwind. It could be 3 attacks. We are going to see the fake out come out into the top of Coco slot, and Tailwind does come out. So I do make the correct call here. It did make a lot of sense, and I did kind of assume it would be Tailwind on this team. And we'll get an Earth Power off into Salazzle. Let's see if it is going to be that Focus Sash on that Salazzle. It is going to be that Focus Sash on Salazzle. Okay. So, going to bring it down to Sash. I guess the question is, do you protect with Salazzle? Or do you switch out Salazzle? Do you attack here? Because I could fake out Salazzle, go for like a Draco Meteor and a Yveltal just for some chip. I would save Salazzle if I was my opponent, because unless you have Kartana in the back, then you don't really need a Fairy for an answer as well. I kind of want to I could just fake out the Yveltal and Air Slash the Salazzle. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad play. Because what really stops that? I don't think really anything stops that. I guess maybe you could Encore my Incineroar, but I don't think that'd be too bad. I'm just trying to think about board position. I was thinking of going for hard U-turn in case Kyogre comes out for Salazzle, which I could see. We are going to see Salazzle withdraw. Is that the Kyogre? Yeah, so I could have U-turned. But that's alright though. I have Ferrothorn as a switch in, which is still alright. Airlock prevents Kyogre from doing too much damage. So yeah. Just the question is, do you Water Spout or do you Ice Beam the following turn? Yveltal's going to protect. So hard U-turn would have actually been the play, which kind of upsets me, but that's alright. Because I would have probably just U-turned the Kyogre and went for the Air Slash into the Yveltal. So we do get some chip into Kyogre. That's a bulky Kyogre. Which is not. It's probably Scarf. Okay. We're probably going to see a double up in Rayquaza. We'll go Ferrothorn here for sure. Yveltal's -1, so luckily it won't be doing too much damage. What do I want to go for with my Rayquaza? Do I want to go Draco Meteor? Which I don't need to. I kind of just want to go for the Air Slash or Draco. I kind of want Draco Meteor. I'm going to Draco Meteor to Yveltal. The reason is if it's a bulky Yveltal, I just put it in range of a Thunder or Volt Switch guaranteed. So we'll go Ferrothorn here. Origin Pulse is going to come out, no surprise. That's not going to do anything to my Rayquaza, and it does look like to be a Scarf on the Kyogre unless this Yveltal's slow, which doesn't do anything, which is nice. Knockoff going to come out into my Rayquaza. That's going to do a lot. It is -1 though. Gets rid of my Assault Vest. Draco Meteor will come out. And that's going to do a lot of damage to Yveltal. Ooh, that's damage actually. Hold up. That's actually damage. That is damage, my friends. Here's the thing. Would Kyogre stay in? I feel like Scarf Kyogre could easily clean up the game. I could Gyro Ball to Yveltal. I am very considering going back in Incineroar here. Because... Or I could sack Rayquaza. I'm also thinking of sacking Rayquaza here because I don't need Rayquaza to win this game. I think I'm going to Gyro Ball to Yveltal though. Gyro Ball Yveltal, go for Air Slash. Because I think... I don't know if Kyogre stays in. That's the question. Do you stay in with Kyogre? That's the main question. I don't think you do, yeah. So we're going to see a switch into Kartana. So Kartana does get revealed here. Incineroar would have been an amazing double here, but I just felt like it was unnecessary. Knockoff going to come out, finish off my Rayquaza, which is fine. Because we are going to be able to knock out Yveltal. That does prevent speed control for my opponent. The Salazzle's in range of Electro Web. We know it's not Scarf on the Kartana most likely, so I'm feeling pretty good about my spot. I could probably just go out into my Tapu Koko here. And then it's a question of what kind of Kartana this is, if it's Tailwind or not. Salazzle will reveal itself. Electric Terrain is going to disappear, but I don't think I need Electric Terrain. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I'm feeling pretty good about my spot. Ferrothorn's kind of not useful, but at the same time, it's just better to get Incineroar in anyway and just protect here. Next turn, I can Electro Web Flare this Kartana, and that's going to put on immense pressure against my opponent. Like, you need a Tailwind here. You absolutely need a Tailwind Kartana here, and I'm assuming you probably don't have Tailwind on Kartana. I guess, like, worst case scenarios are Swords Dance or Substitute from Kartana, I guess. That's literally the only way, but Those are kind of rare on Cortana nowadays, so let's see what my opponent decides to do. As it's going to be Protect coming out. And a Encore, okay. And Sacred Sword, okay, that's fine. Does a good amount of damage, doesn't KO my Incineroar. I can easily just probably double out. Yeah, I'll go Ferrothorn here. And Electro Web. Or do I Volt Switch? I could Volt Switch here. Actually, I like Volt Switch a lot. Because Salazzles don't usually carry Protect. You want to assume it's Fake Out, Sludge Bomb, Fire Move. And we saw Encore, so yeah. I'll go out in Ferrothorn, I'll Volt Switch here. The main reason I want to do this is because now I have Fake Out Power Whip option against the Kyogre, which is really good. And I also Intimidate the Cortana twice, so it's not really going to be able to pick up a KO. If it goes for Sacred Sword into my Incineroar, it's going to proc my Berry eventually. So that's pretty good. Let's see what my opponent decides to do here. As we will get Intimidate off into Cortana once again. Sacred Sword going to come out. Ooh, nice play on my opponent's part, Sacred Swording the top of Coco. But it does activate my Berry, which is why I wasn't really too afraid here. And now I have Fake Out plus Power Pressure against the Kyogre. And Rain is reset for me, which is probably more hurt. Well, I guess it's not that bad because of the fact that it makes my Thunder 100% more accurate and I don't have to Electro Web the Cortana anymore, so I think that's alright. I guess the question is, does Power Up connect here? Because if it misses, I guess it could be a little bit of a situation. I think I would still win in the end game. I just gotta hit 1 out of 2 Power Whips, I think. I think that's how, yeah, like I just have to hit 1 out of 2 Power Whips, I think. So let's see if we can hit 1. So we'll go for Fake Out. I guess I could Gyro Ball, but I don't know how much the Gyro Ball will do. We're gonna see Sacred Sword into Incineroar and the Power Whip. Does connect with Kyogre, that should seal up the game. Because we'll knock out the Kyogre here. Do I switch out Incin back in the top of Coco? I mean, I have a Focus Sash anyway, so I'm gonna survive, right? Yeah, I might as well. But it's like, well, I guess if it's a really bulky Cortana, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I'm gonna go top of Coco. It's gonna be really hard for my opponent to win the game anyway. You're gonna need crits. I think you have to predict the top of Coco here and hope for a Leaf Blade crit, but I do have a Sash anyway, regardless. A Gyro Ball is still going to chunk Cortana for a little bit of damage depending on range of Thunder, Volt Switch, etc. So we are going to see the Leaf Blade. Very nice call from my opponent, but at this point it's not really helping my opponent too much. So we will Gyro Ball the Cortana here. And I guess I just don't want Leaf Blade crits happening. I'm going to Gyro Ball and Volt Switch. Like, my opponent has to play a guessing game. I could switch out Incineroar for Ferrothorn. I could, and Volt Switch. I could just Volt Switch into Incineroar. There are like so many plays. I could even just go for the Thunder. You have a bunch of mind games. And even if you win them, it's still really looking bad for you either way. So I feel like no matter what, my positioning is fine regardless. Because I think the Cortana's in range of Thunder now. And it's probably going to be range in Volt Switch unless it's like a Berry. So, Sacred Sword. Yeah, I think my opponent expected Incineroar to switch in that slot, so that works out for me. Takes the Iron Barb's damage. Here comes the Gyro Ball. Again, like, there wasn't really much my opponent could do, even if you got all the reads, right? So, you would have had to crit, like, a bunch of things, and even if you crit my Tapu Koko, it really didn't matter. It didn't really matter. Actually, no, this was a... there's no way I could really choke this. Best play there was actually just go Tapu Koko there and Fake Out. But either way, there was nothing my opponent could do. There's actually no way for my opponent out at that point. So the game plan was just Tapu Koko. Like, Tapu Koko was really big. I think the turn 1 was absolutely huge, though. I was able to bring Salazzle to Sash, which meant it put it in range of Electro Web for later in the game, which was super big. That turn 1 was just a pretty big call. I feel like it might seem obvious in retrospect, but, you know, if my opponent went for a dark move immediately, it could have been bad depending on how I played later in the game, because if you did decide to like Fake Out and knock off my Rayquaza, but then again, that's super risky. You don't know what kind of Tapu Koko set it is, and I think it's just safer to Fake Out Tailwind there. You break a potential Sash, you get the Tailwind up. Again, you can put Sludge Bomb pressure on the Tapu Koko, which I felt like all of those is something you want, because that would have put you in an amazing position if I just stayed in, if I just protected, or if I just decide to attack there. Like, it would have been a really good spot for you. As we got Simba from Japan, 1737 rating with the team. Another Yveltal Kyogre. Okay, another tough one. Again, I feel like this matchup is tough. It just depends on how well. It's literally how well I play with Tapu Koko that's going to decide this game. That's usually how it goes. I feel like this one's harder though. Let's see. Rayquaza, not that. Rayquaza's okay. I think I go the same thing, but do I bring Kyogre this time? Because there is an Incineroar, and again, it's just, yeah, because Incineroar makes it a little bit more interesting. Because Salazzle was like frail, right? Incineroar is actually bulky, so I could also just go my own Kyogre right off the bat, which wouldn't be that bad. I could lead Kyogre, but what's the point? I'm thinking going maybe just the same thing, because I really don't have much time to think of a game plan here, and I think I can handle the Tapu Koko well enough. So let's see. It's really going to come down to how well, because this is tough, because Tapu Koko is also a problematic Pokemon for me, as well as the Yveltal. Serena can be annoying too because of Feint option. Like, Feint breaks my Focus Sash, which is extremely difficult for me, so we'll see how this goes. I think Rayquaza can put in some work here with Air Slash into Serena, which is, you know, something that's pretty decent because of the fact that Air Slash should 2-hit KO Serena unless it's like a Assault Vest variant. Let's see here. I don't know what you would lead right here though. Tapu Koko Yveltal? Serena Yveltal. Alright. That's an Incineroar switch, I think. For me, we will go our Tapu Koko plus Rayquaza here. I could just go for Thunder though in the Yveltal, right? If I want to. Like, if I had Kyogre in the back, you should be afraid of like Thunder into Kyogre switch, right? I think Yveltal's forced to protect or switch out. Incineroar is such a safe play for me, but I think the play, yeah, I think the play is just to Air Slash Volt Switch. Get the damage into Serena. I think you're gonna try to Power Whip my Kyogre to put Power Whip my Tapu Koko and protect to put me in Sucker Punch range potentially if you have those combinations. So I'll go for the double up into Serena. Yeah, Yveltal's gonna protect. Excellent, excellent. So I think these turn ones have been really big for me because I have been able to get the momentum I wanted. So Volt Switch. That doesn't look like Assault Vest, so Air Slash should do a ton. We'll go Incineroar here. I can't fake out the Yveltal next turn, which is the interesting part. Do I knock out the Yveltal or do I U-turn? I think I hard U-turn, if anything. Get the Intimidate off. Pretty sure Power Up's going to come out. This Air Slash does connect, which is good. And... ooh! Oh, it's a critical hit. Okay, I was just about to say it. That KO? I'm not sure if the critical hit mattered, depending on the set of the Serena. I don't think it was Assault Vest, though. I'm not sure about my Serena calc. That actually might be worse for me because Kyogre is to come in now for free. Kyogre coming in isn't that great for me, actually. Do I want a Draco? I kind of want a Draco. I kind of want to put the Kyogre in range of my Tapu Koko. Electro Web. So I think I'm just going to fake out and Draco Meteor the Kyogre, yeah. Let's see if it has Protect. I would assume it's like a Scarf variant potentially. We're going to see Kyogre actually double out here though. Into Incineroar, which makes sense. Okay. I mean, I think that's alright for me. Yeah, that's alright for me. I'm pretty sure that means Yveltal's going to go on the offense here with a Foul Play or a Knockoff. So, I mean, I'm getting damage on the Incineroar, which is good. Ooh, Tailwind instead. So, Protect Tailwind. Alright. Probably Knockoff Sucker then. I don't think that's Foul Play. Draco Meteor will come out into the Incineroar. I mean, that's good damage. Ooh, that's nice damage, actually. Really nice damage. Think I want to get Chip on the Yveltal. I want to switch out Rayquaza. It still has use. I think I'll just go Ferrothorn here, because Tapu Koko is more important than Ferrothorn. in the end game I'm looking at right here. So I do want to bring back Rayquaza, and I want a U-turn. I don't know what my opponent's going to do. Could be double dark move into one of my slots, but you can't knock out either one right here. Knockoff going to come out into Ferrothorn, which does a lot. Will activate, well, won't knock off my berry, unfortunately. Life Orb Yveltal. Okay, so puts it in range of Electro Web. Double knockoff, so just getting rid of my berry. That did a lot of damage. It's not intimidated though, and Dark Aura boosted. U-turn going to come out. So we're chipping away to Yveltal. I'm hoping to put it in range of Electro Web soon. That's basically what the goal is. We'll go Rayquaza here. And I think the play afterward is just Gyro Ball to Yveltal and go for, yeah, switch into Instant. Because Ferrothorn switching out to Incineroar just seems so obvious right here. Like, would you do that? I just don't think you would do that. So I think I'm going to go Instant here. Like, even if, like, Ferrothorn goes down to, like, a Flare Blitz, that's fine by me. I get a Fake Out Pressure next to Rayquaza. I'm still in a pretty good spot. We're going to see Incineroar switch out, which I like to see, into Kyogre. So that works out beautifully for me, as we do see the Kyogre come in. If it is Choice Scarf, I feel pretty good about that. Did we confirm it was Choice Scarf? We might have, because if it's switched out first. But then again, none of my Pokemon guaranteed faster. I was about to say, did Rayquaza switch out when Kyogre came out? I don't think it did. But if it did, it doesn't matter anyway. Knockoff going to come out into the Rayquaza slot. And Gyro Ball should knock out the Yveltal, I think, at the range it's at. Oh, nice. That's great. Game Ready Yveltal is awesome. So Kyogre is locked in now, which is super good. That's amazing here. We're going to see the Incineroar come out. You have to lock yourself in the move. Rayquaza never got knocked off either, right? Or did it? It didn't. So even if you Ice Beam, you lock yourself in Ice Beam, that's alright by me. I guess we just protect with Ferrothorn, because I think if anything you're gonna Flare Blitz Origin Pulse here. I mean, if you knock on my Rayquaza, great play, but I don't think it helps too much if the Kyogre is locked into a move. I'm playing on this as Scarf Kyogre because my opponent's been playing like it's Scarf Kyogre. So we will protect here, and even if it's not Scarf Kyogre, I feel pretty good about my spot. We're going to see the Fake Out into the Ferrothorn slot and a Water Spout. Okay. Not going to do too much to my Rayquaza. Yep, doesn't really do anything. Tailwind Peters out. Instant is a very safe play, and so is Earth Powering Incineroar. Earth Power should get the knockout, right? Draco Meteor is like 130, so it's like 205. Is it 205? No, it's like 195, right? I'm pretty sure it's 195. Earth Power is like 180. Yeah, I think Earth Power should still knock out regardless into Incineroar. And I'm thinking going my own Incineroar. Incineroar is expendable here. I'm just trying to make sure I don't choke this end game. I think I go Incineroar here. Yeah, I think I go Incineroar Earth Power here, because if I knock out the Incineroar, I just win the game regardless. So that's basically the end game I'm going for. So let's see what's gonna come out, and I don't care if you knock out my Incineroar. We do confirm that it should be a Choice Scarf Kyogre, or it's at least timid. It's at least timid Kyogre. But most likely you would assume it is a Choice Scarf. Earth Power will come out into the Incineroar. That's finished off there, great. And now we'll make the 100% win con. Oh, it's not 100% win con anymore. I was hoping there was one more turn of rain, because I could have went Tapu Koko, switched out Rayquaza. I mean, regardless, like, it's really low chance my opponent does come back here. I'll just chip away at my opponent's Kyogre. I don't have to click Power Whip. I'll just Gyro Ball Earth Power to put this Pokemon in range of my Volt Switch. Because there's no reason to risk any moves and give my opponent momentum. There's no reason to risk Electro Web. There's no reason to risk Thunder if I don't have to click it. So I'll just Earth Power Gyro Ball. We'll just keep chipping. Match should probably be forfeit, I would assume. They always usually forfeit at this point of the match. Unless my opponent's hoping for some crits, but I'm not sure crits would finish it off. Yep, we're going to see the forfeit. And we are able to pick up 2 wins in today's episode, which is really nice. I think that matchup, again, it's just how well I play around with the Tapu Koko, and I think both of those games just showcase how I play turn 1. Like, turn 1 I kind of played a little bit aggressively, but I felt like you get the momentum you need. Like, you get a lot of momentum if you get that big play in the Tapu Koko, right? Which is why Tapu Koko is so important in this matchup. And my opponent knows if you're running Kyogre or Yveltal, you have to be scared of Tapu Koko. It's a threat. It can KO your Kyogre, it can KO your Yveltal. You have to target it down. So what I was able to do, preserve my Tapu Koko, switch out into Incineroar, gain some momentum, and get some chips. So yeah, overall it was just me protecting the Tapu Koko, and that's how like the game goes. You protect Tapu Koko, save it for the late game. Or you lead it, bait your opponent to target down to Tapu Koko, and then you can get some good momentum on your side, chip away at your opponent. There are a lot of ways you can play that, but basically Tapu Koko is a key factor in that matchup, and I think Tapu Koko just put on a lot of pressure against both my opponents today. But hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Back Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like down below, shows your support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the side series on my channel, all that good stuff will be linked down below. If you do want to try out the Reshiram and Zekrom team, there is a QR code which I'll paste in the description down below, and if you want to see a QR code of this team on the global link, be sure to hit that like button, because 175 likes is the goal for this video and all the videos we use Rayquaza. And if we do hit that like goal within 2 weeks of the final episode being uploaded, there will be a QR code for the viewers to try. Otherwise, you can try to paste spin down below, which I have linked in the description. And you can check out all my other social medias, like my Twitch channel for awesome VGC 2019 live streams, as well as my Patreon if you do want to support the channel. Otherwise, that is pretty much it I think I have to say. Feel free to leave a comment down below as I do read them. Again, if you did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit a like. And that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.